I was trying to think that, you know, there are some people who are just anointed to waste your energy and waste your time. And when they get through, you know further ahead than you were before. But listen, money is like seed. And listen, if you ain't got nothing to do, don't do it around me, please. Don't come by my office talking about, you know, I didn't have nothing to do today, so I just thought I'd come down here and hang out with you. No, you better get out of my office. I got things to do. I've got places to go. I'm on a mission for the Lord. And listen, the more you invest in your today, the further ahead you will be on tomorrow, because your strength and your energy and your time are like seed. Potential is like a seed that must be planted and cultivated if your real accomplishments are to be maximized. Listen, don't waste your potential. Don't waste your opportunity, for opportunity is like a seed, and opportunities are very limited and very restricted in supply, and each and every opportunity must be valued, because the right opportunity, rightly used, can be the difference between life failure and life success for you. One decision, one action can determine your whole future, and whether your life will be blessed or whether your life will be deprived. Listen, the good can be the enemy of the best. And sometimes even a good thing, if it keeps you from the best thing, can become a bad thing in your life. Listen, I could go on talking like this all day long. Friendship is like a seed. Your intellect is like a seed. Physical attributes and physical capacities are like seeds. Influence is like a seed. And a seed properly planted can make a tremendous difference in your life. All of these things, if properly dealt with, can bring you great benefits and bring you great advancements in life. And these things can either be consumed now, or they can be conserved and planted at a more appropriate time in a more appropriate place. But not only are there forces and factors that can constitute seed in our lives, there are also entities that can constitute thorns in our life. Valueless things can be like thorns. Things which do not matter can be like thorns. Things that are not likely to succeed are things that jeopardize the success that you have can be like thorns. And in Matthew 13:7, Jesus said, and some seed fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up and choked them. And so Jesus and Jeremiah, through the power of the Lord, speaks to us and says, do not sow among thorns. The things that matter most should never never place the valuable in the hands of the valueless. There are certain things which will not likely succeed. And if you look at it and say it will not likely succeed, don't try it unless you're divinely directed by God to do so. There are things which will work against you. Thorns, weeds, symbolize those areas that prevent growth. Areas that will consume that which has grown or even attempts to grow. And normal plants cannot fight off weeds and thorns by themselves. They need help to overcome them. Thorns will take over and dominate the scene if they are not dealt with. And so seed planted among thorns, seed planted among weeds is wasted seed. Things can be like thorns, but also people can be like thorns. Look over at your neighbor real quick and look back. unwise pleasures, unwise pursuits, unwise involvements can be like thorns. And so either the ground must be cleared of thorns, or you've got to find some good ground in which you can plant. Among thorns, you lose not only the seed, but you lose the harvest that the seed would have produced. And when you lose the harvest, you lose the seed you will need to plant when the next sowing season comes. So we've got to evaluate everything. Look at your neighbor and say, evaluate everything. Evaluate opportunities to ascertain their potential for success. Life should not be spent doing the same non-productive thing over and over and over and over again. If you come to the mouth of the cave and you see only footprints coming out, I beg your pardon, you see only footprints going in and no footprints coming out. I got it right now. If you go to the cave and you see footprints only coming out, only going in, and no footprints coming out, then don't you go in the cave. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? You ought to know that you don't want to go in there if there are no footprints coming out, only footprints. Listen, I got stuck by thorns and scratched by rough branches, and when I got through, I had scratches all over my hands. I had 2 big plastic bags full of the branches of that thorn plant. I had to dig down deep in the ground to get the roots of that thorn plant away from my camellia. Finally, the job was over, but it took me hours to do what it would have taken me only seconds to do if I had moved out early. Child of God, your 2008 is too valuable to be wasted. Child of God, your future is too precious for you to allow thorns and weeds to overwhelm your life. It's time for you to fall down before God and say, Lord, you know when I'm right, you know when I'm wrong, you know all I do, and you know where I belong. There may be something there of which I'm not aware. Search me, turn the light from heaven on my soul. If you find anything that should not be, take it out and straighten me. I want to be right. I want to be saved. I want to be whole. Lord, turn the light from heaven on my soul. Will you stand up and praise him? Search my mind. Search my will. Search my heart. Search me. I want to be what you want me to be. I want to live like you want me to live. I want to give you glory. I want to give you praise. I want to walk in freedom. I want to walk in liberty. I don't want to sow my life in a bad place, but every day I want to go higher. Every day I want to be better. Every day I want your power resting on me. Lord, help me. Oh Lord, bless me. Come on and praise him. Praise him.